What's up, everybody? Hope you liked the video from Sunday, Japan at Quaker State. If you did, as always, thumbs up and subscribe and share the video. But today we are going to do some things to the DSM. Maybe I can get this done in this video, I'm not sure yet. But the car is leaning out, so my fault, I already knew that. I haven't upgraded the computer or anything like that, so we're going to do something like that today. So what I'm going to do is add a AFC controller, Apexi AFC controller. It's like a piggyback management to the car with a wideband. So I bought them local. This is a low budget type of build. Yeah, I could went with a standalone, all that stuff, but these things worked back then. They're going to work again. So maybe I'll try to do a step-by-step on it, see how the car runs, see what happens, and if everybody ever needs a video, and then I'll upgrade later. So let me show you what I got. So the piggyback, it's right here. So that's what they call it. So this only is a fuel controller, doesn't do timing or anything like that. It's a really basic setup. We're gonna try it out, try to tune the car on the street when we can. Probably not today, but after we get installed, we'll mess with it. So pretty neat stuff. So this can work on tons of cars, 2JZs, DSMs, Hondas. I think it does, I don't know if this one, but it may be able to adjust VTEC if you have a Honda with that. So it does control that and a couple other cars. So it's really basic for basic setups. So what I have here is their wiring diagram from Apexi that I printed out. So I did that. Could have did it on the computer, but I just rather have the paper. Here's a wiring diagram to go to my computer. I think this one's a little bit different. I can always pull up the other one. Here is the ECU diagram, and also from Apexi it provides you where you put the VINs at. So this one should be a Karman signal, not a pressure signal, but they almost look identical, so we'll see. But I can always pull it up. And also I printed this out. Of course, every car is different. So here's the wiring again, just in case. But these are just settings somebody put for 550 injectors. They're stating the honeycomb. And basically what that is, I think they were just basically talking about the stock MAF. This has a 2G MAF. So from the gen after this, the second gen. And these are just some settings that he did. So maybe we'll start off with that and see what happens with the car. Until I get the wideband, just so I can get it started, because I think it's just going to be basic. We'll see if this works. If it doesn't, you know, we can always just start from zero and start from scratch and go from there. So let's get started. I got to get the computer taken out of the car and go from there and check the plugs out. All right, first things first. Computer's right under here, or the ECU, whichever way you want to call it. Gonna pull that out and then start looking at the wires. All right, so here are the pins. This is I think it's all three of them are probably going to get used. So one of them I have to cut the wire long enough is for the MAF wire, as you can see right here. So on the sending unit, yellow and white wire, which are right, I don't know if you can see it, but anyway, here's one, the yellow wire right here. Here's the white wire. It's a bunch of wires, sorry. These two. One goes on the ECU side, one is going to the MAF side. So they'll basically just split in the middle. So this will be in the middle. And then the other ones I'll be using is a red, brown and black for ground, and gray. And the gray wire supposedly is for a signal, RPM signal, but that's what the green wire is showing me here. So, but we'll figure it out. That's what I got going on. What's the gray wire for? Gray's for throttle signal, green wire's for RPM. So I'll still connect those, and we'll try here. For some reason, the Apexi manual, maybe I'm looking at the wrong one, but the connectors look the same. The throttle signal looks like from the right to the left, 1, 2, like number 6 pin, but on here for the crank signals number signal sensors 21 pin. That's 4 in. So I'm gonna go by this. I got this off the DSM site, so I'd rather do this than the Japanese one, so no offense. So I'm gonna probably just splice the wires, open the wires up, and then just put the wire on there, put the battery on, see if it does turn on. If it does, I'm gonna solder everything, and then so it doesn't come back off. But better to do it, test it that way before I solder everything. Then I have to resolder and take everything back off if it's wrong. So let's do that next. All right, it's done. So got all the wires done. These 2 wires on this paper told me to use it, the yellow and the white, for a pressure sensor. But this car uses a Karman type of mass airflow, so I had to replace it. We'll see if it works or not. I don't have the wideband on right now, but if I'll turn on the car really quick. But first I want to see if this is going to work. So I ran it through here. Controller's going to be sitting right here for right now. I can always hopefully probably put it in the glove box because I shouldn't be messing with it all the time, but probably put the wideband next to it and all that good stuff. So let's try it out. Hopefully it turns on. All right, moment of truth. Let's see. Oh, something's going on. It's on. There it is. Some settings on there. No idea what settings they are, but I gotta figure this out. So let me see if I'll try to put these settings on, but that's a good start. All the lights turn on. All of it turns on. Let's see if anything moves. Yep, it's moving. You guys can't see it in the camera, but it is. I can adjust it. It looks like it's low throttle. Throttle position. I guess this is there. It says 35 and 45. Let me bring that down to 30. Bring that up. These are all just settings I found from here, but we'll see. You know, we'll adjust as we go and try it out. Previous map, but let's try it out. Let's turn on the car and see what happens. All right, let's see. It's working. Well, it works. I don't have an air fuel gauge on yet, but once I do that, we will find out if everything else works. So if you guys like the video, again, thank you again. So if you guys have any questions on this, next we'll do the wideband. I'll get that installed. I'll probably put that like right here. I'm not sure. I don't know. I hate putting more gauges. And then we'll start tuning the car.